Two children accidentally spilled a box of milk onto a sandbox model of their school. In the very next moment, heavy rain began pouring across the entire campus. Two kids were confused and thought it was just normal rain, so when they got thirsty, they hurried to grab basins to collect it. But halfway there, they realized something was off. This wasn't rain at all. It was milk. The children were instantly stunned. They quickly realized that the milk rain was probably caused by the milk they had just poured onto the sandbox model. To test their theory, they poured an entire basin of collected milk back onto the model to see what would happen next. Sure enough, just as they expected, the milk rain became even heavier, with no sign of stopping. At that moment, they understood that the sandbox was some kind of magnifying mechanism. Whatever they threw into it would fall from the sky across the entire campus. Excited by this discovery, they came up with a bold idea. Since food was scarce and they hadn't eaten in a long time, they decided to use the sandbox to create food. They approached a toddler and asked to borrow some leftover bread, but the hungry child refused. The girl then simply snatched the bread and rushed to the sandbox, throwing the crumbs inside. They expected bread to fall from the sky, but what happened next shocked everyone. Thousands of loaves suddenly rained down, some even larger than houses. The teachers and students were completely stunned. They never imagined bread could fall from the sky. But since everyone was starving, they quickly picked up pieces to eat, only to discover it was real. Soon, everyone went wild, cutting up the bread and sharing it, thinking it was a miracle from heaven. Little did they know, the bread and milk were actually created by the two children using the sandbox. To protect its secret, the kids kept quiet and simply used it to provide whatever food people needed. However, in a world where resources were scarce, it didn't take long for others to notice that only this school never seemed to run out of food. This attracted a local bully who came to the school demanding all their supplies. He threatened violence if they refused. Knowing that resources meant survival, the teachers and students denied having any. But the bully didn't believe them and sent his men to search the campus. Soon, they found large amounts of milk and bread, leaving him shocked. Suspicious, he demanded to know where the food came from. A child said it fell from the sky, but this only enraged him. He thought they were mocking him. Unable to accept their answer, he ordered his men to attack the defenseless students and teachers. With no way to fight back, they were brutally beaten. Not satisfied, the bully decided to burn the school down. Just as he was about to act, a mysterious voice suddenly echoed, "I am the guardian of this school. You have taken its food and water and committed great evil. Leave now, and you may live. Otherwise, you will face the consequences." The bully was startled but quickly dismissed it, mocking the so-called guardian spirit and demanding it show itself. The students began to wonder if it was real. The voice continued, warning him to return everything and leave immediately. But the bully refused, arrogantly claiming that everything in the city belonged to him. Enraged, he ordered his men to attack again. Then the voice spoke once more. "Have you ever seen the sun at 3 a.m.? The bully scoffed, saying the sun isn't something you can turn on and off like a light. The voice replied calmly, "That's exactly right. I can make the sun rise with one hand and extinguish it with the other." Hearing this, everyone was shocked, but the bully still refused to believe it, mocking the claim. And the confrontation reached a breaking point.